Awesome. Who was here for the panel a couple hours ago? Woo! Sweet. Almost everybody, but got some fresh folks in here. Sweet. Well, I'm Bryce Papenbrook, if you didn't know, and this hour is basically just like a hangout. Like, we have an hour to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. So feel free to ask questions about me, about projects I've worked on, about something random, whatever you guys want to talk about. Yeah.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke or Pepsi?
No Coke, Pepsi.
You know, I think Coke.
Thank you.
So what will you accept?
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero. What about all the other zero drinks, like Sprite?
What about cherry Coke?
Yeah, actually Cherry Coke is my favorite. When I drink soda, I like root beer.
Oh!
See, you weren't expecting that. Yeah.
In your earlier panel, you said you did Muay Thai, right?
I
Did you
do,
ever
yes.
Win any competitions or?
A few. I had about 60 fights and I was undefeated. Thank you. Go on YouTube and type in Bryce Muay Thai head kick, and there's a quick clip of my last fight.
Is it you getting kicked or you throwing the kick?
You'll have to go watch. Okay, I'll quickly tell the story of what happened. So, I've been competing for quite a while, and I was about to turn pro, and a friend of mine was like, hey, you want to go to the studio for some sparring? So I'm like, sure. And I show up, and it was what's called a smoker, which is an underground fight. What they do is they match you up by weight, and then you fight. And you wear full gear. And when I showed up, I'm like, well, people kind of know who I am. There's no one that's going to want to fight me. Like, I have a lot of experience. And this guy comes up to me and he's like, I want to fight you. And I'm like, oh, okay. You want to do like an exhibition or something? He's like, no, a real fight. I'm like, all right. He's like, I just got out of jail. I'm like, cool, man. Are you sure? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. So watch the clip. That's 13 seconds into the fight. Good times.
And you win.
Oh, goddamn, I just saw it.
You gotta play it with audio. That's it. That's the one.
And you win.
To hear the crowd reaction, it's good times. Bryce, I hear like Bryce Muay Thai head kick.
Muay Thai.
Good times. Yeah.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
chocolate or vanilla? Can I pick like fruity flavors? Because usually I go for like the fruity flavors.
Strawberry.
There we go, strawberry or
Orange.
or like orange, yeah, like 50-50 orange. That's
How
more
about
my
a
style.
chocolate strawberry snack?
Ooh, that sounds good. Is that Mamba?
I have no idea. It was in the back.
What is
I
this?
have no idea.
It's just something in Japanese.
It came with the Omnicon bag.
Just because I'm Japanese.
I'm gonna eat it. Thanks, man.
No problem.
Yeah.
Do you like Mexican food?
Do I like what?
Mexican food.
Oh, I
Tacos.
love Mexican food.
Tacos.
Yes. Actually,
Quesadillas.
my wife is half Hispanic, and her mom makes such good food. We just went over to their house, and she made chilaquiles.
Aye.
Oh, so
Me so hungry.
good. Yeah. Did I say it horribly? What's the proper way to say that?
I don't know.
Chilaquiles? Chilaquiles? Like that? Not chilaquiles? How do you say it? I can't say it. I like Mexican food, but I can't say the names right. Say burrito.
Chimichangas.
Yeah, back there.
Pizza burgers.
What Hogwarts house am I? I don't know. I need the sorting hat to tell me.
Oh.
What?
Pancakes or waffles?
Wow, there's a lot of food questions. Did you guys buy lunch?
Pizza or burgers?
Okay, pancakes and waffles and chicken.
Chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
pizza?
What was that? Harry Potter or what? Ooh. I mean, I read the original, like The Hobbit first when I was younger, but I kind of like Harry Potter also. Can I just pick both? Both. No? I recently went to a convention in Dubai, and the flight from Los Angeles to Dubai in the Middle East is 16 hours. So they fly you, instead of flying like around the world this way, you fly over the North Pole and back down, and then you hit Dubai. So 16 hours of flight, I watched the entire Lord of the Rings going just one way, and then I still had 8 hours left.
Was it the regular or the extended edition?
Of Lord of the Rings, I'm not sure. It was whatever they had on the plane.
The extended
Yeah.
edition would have covered you, don't worry.
So I got to see the bloopers for Sword Art after you mentioned Portuguese breakfast for Sacranon,
Yes.
and I googled it up. Worst mistake ever.
Yep, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Yeah, I'm not at all. Got him. Yeah.
How was being red on Pokemon Origins?
Being red in Pokemon Origins was amazing. I didn't think I'd be able to work on Pokemon because they typically record in New York. But for Origins, because it's sort of like a different timeline than the normal Pokemon, they wanted a totally different sound to it. So when they came out to LA, I got my opportunity, and I'm so glad they cast me as Red. I mean, it's just like a dream come true to pick a Charmander and like throw Jolteon. Like, it was just awesome. Yeah.
In the previous panel, you said that sometimes when they ask you the voice character, they give nicknames instead of the actual character.
Well, they give, I think what I said is they don't tell you the name of the video game. Like, they use code names for, like, games that are, like, sort of, they want to keep secret. So, like, that happened to me when I was working on Final Fantasy Dissidia. They used this, like, weird code name, and I grew up playing Final Fantasy, but I had never played Final Fantasy IX, and I voiced Zidane in Final Fantasy. Zidane, Zidane, everyone says it differently. So I didn't recognize him when I saw him, and it wasn't until like the third or fourth day of recording that they're like, you know you're working on Final Fantasy, right? And I was just like, what? Like, I had to like hold back my like fanboy moment. Like, stay professional, stay professional, stay professional. But yeah, they use like code names and stuff.
What kind of code names?
It's different for every like game. I'm trying to remember what they called Fire Emblem. I mean, it's like nothing close. It's just something like a random word typically. So even if you like leaked that word, no one would know what you're talking about. So yeah. Yeah.
Growing up, what was the best system you ever played being little? Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Virtual Boy, anything?
I mean, I had Game Boy, Nintendo, I had Super Nintendo, N64, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 I have now. And I don't have PlayStation 4 because I've been too busy to play video games.
But what was the best game you ever played when you were little? Best game out of all those systems?
Wow. I mean, there's been a few. I really like, like the original Final Fantasy. Like,
For the NES.
Fighter, Red Mage, White Mage, like that was awesome. Final Fantasy 3, played that forever. Like the new like Call of Duty and stuff on PS3 has been awesome. Wow. N64 Super Smash Brothers.
Oh,
That's probably my favorite game.
Super Nintendo, Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past.
Played that.
That was
Classic.
my best.
That was your favorite?
That was the best Zelda game. I didn't like the first two. It was too complicated.
Yeah.
This one, it took me a long time to pass in like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Ocarina took me like 3 weeks.
I know, there's something about like those like older school games.
Those,
that,
those
like,
kind of RPG games I like. Because
Yeah.
You know, but like Final Fantasy is sometimes it's
I played,
complicated.
like,
It's complicated because you have to make the right move and all that.
Like Secret of Mana, do you remember that?
Secret of
Super
Mana.
Nintendo.
Super Nintendo,
Yes.
yeah. Like that game was awesome. There's another one that was similar.
Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger was really cool. I played that too.
Mario RPG.
Super Mario RPG.
Super Mario RPG on
I
the,
haven't
Super,
played that.
on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, that's cool.
I remember.
That's cool.
What do you think of the new Spider?
The new like Spider-Man
The
movies.
one that they cast. They already announced the new Spider-Man.
I'm like so far behind on that kind of news.
Yes, they announced a couple of.
Civil War.
Marvel Cinematic.
No, Captain America.
Oh,
And he's gonna do a cameo there.
that's cool.
Tom Holland.
That's cool. I'm so far behind on that stuff. I've just been buried in work, which is amazing for a voice actor to be able to be like that. So yeah, I'm so far behind on that stuff.
So,
The last superhero movie you saw.
Ooh, last superhero
there'll
movie.
be Avengers.
I haven't seen the new Avengers. I know. That's how buried in work I've been.
Jurassic World.
I saw Jurassic World, but that's not really a superhero movie.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I did see Guardians of the Galaxy. That was awesome.
That was the last superhero movie.
That was awesome. That's probably the last superhero movie I watched. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite TV show?
I watch a lot of cartoons.
Yes.
So like maybe South Park.
Oh yes. I'm not a
Or,
fan. Big
or
fan.
Family Guy.
I love Family Guy.
If
Simpsons.
you're like South Park, Family Guy, okay.
What about The Simpsons?
Simpsons is a classic.
I've
yeah.
been watching this since for the last
Did you
20
like Impossible?
Kim Possible?
Yes.
No, I didn't watch Kim Possible. Oh, I can't watch everything.
What about Ninja Turtles? Old school from the
Oh
80s.
yes.
1987.
1980s, no, 87, yes.
Love Ninja Turtles growing up.
He-Man.
What about
Yeah.
Sailor Moon?
I didn't watch like a ton of Sailor Moon, but actually I worked on the new Sailor Moon.
Ah, really? Sailor Moon Crystal?
Yeah, well they're redoing the old version.
Yes.
And I just
Yeah,
have a
like in
cameo.
English.
There's like one episode where this photographer comes on and he's just like taking pictures of all the girls and then he zaps them into like another dimension when he takes their picture.
Oh, and Sailor Moon Crystal?
I don't know if
the
it's like
redone?
the original one
Oh, and the English,
redone.
and the English version?
Yeah.
Remastered.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't remember which episode. It's like pretty early on.
Are you a photographer?
I'm a photographer, yeah.
Gotta check it out then.
What does he say? I think he goes like, boom, and then he takes a picture and they're gone. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, McDonald's or Subway?
McDonald's or Subway? Depends if I'm gonna eat healthy or not. I mean, I could definitely put away a good amount of chicken nuggets if I have enough sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah.
All about the sauce.
I don't know.
Milk chocolate or dark chocolate?
Milk chocolate.
Oh, you got it.
All the food questions. You guys need to eat something. Yeah.
Okay, have you ever considered, since you said that you were part of the Power Rangers series when you voiced the character?
Yeah.
Okay, since you already trained your body in martial arts, have you ever considered being a superhero, in this case like the Power Rangers?
Like for on screen?
Yeah.
Well, on screen is very different than voice acting, and it's just a skill that I haven't pursued or developed. I'm very comfortable in front of a microphone. In front of the camera, I don't know what to do with my hands. So it's just different. So I haven't really pursued that. Actually, when I was younger, I did a little bit of on-screen. Okay, here's my experience on commercials, okay? I did an anti-smoking commercial when I was younger. It was like a karate one, where like the girl doesn't smoke and the guy smokes and she passes her test and the guy doesn't. Well, in that commercial, there's one tiny clip of this girl sparring with me. And when we recorded, they were like, okay, we'll put gear on you and you guys will spar a little bit, we'll record it, and that's it. So I'm like, awesome. and I was competing at the time, so I was like, oh, you know, I'll go light on this girl. So we spar a little bit, and at the end,